This video right here is about borax. Okay, borax is known for laundry detergent, cleaning, and other uses, but it's got a whole lot more. I do know that it's been used as a food in food prep around the world. It's outlawed here in the United States, but around the world it is. And there are people, out in the hills and stuff that practice folk medicine that uses this in small amounts, diluted in drinking water, very small amounts. So, there's been a big debate though, and I know in my case, for about 2 weeks, I used it a couple pinches in a bottle of water. I might have done maybe 1 or 2 bottles a day. I was using it as basically an antifungal type of a situation. Um, let's just take a look at this video.
On the internet whether borax is fatal for humans if ingested. Some even go as far as quoting figures that seem to be pulled out of thin air. Now, I'm no toxicologist, but after spending so many hours researching data about borax, it's my opinion that it's as safe for household use as table salt. In other words, borax is fatal in the same way that salt can be fatal. The overdose itself is the poison. With a median lethal dose or LD50 score of 4.74, borax, as it turns out, is less fatal than table salt, which has an LD50 of 3. The lower the LD50, the higher the toxicity. In toxicology, the value of LD50 for a substance is the dose required to kill half the members of a tested population after a relatively short duration, usually within 24 to 48 hours. This is an oversimplification, but if two adults, both weighing 70 kilograms, each ingested about 331.8 grams of borax all at once, then one of them will likely die within 24 to 48 hours if no immediate treatment is administered. To put that into proper perspective, this is a logarithmic view.
Okay, that's enough. Now, I am certain that in my December 19th 2012, that's a long time ago, huh? In that record, also in the psych record, you're going to see that, I was harming myself by ingesting what? This very topic, borax. And what I was doing is taking a pinch and putting it in a water bottle because I had some type of a fungal, some type of a situation going on in my mouth. And of course, it was going on for several months, and I took action. I went to Care Medica 3 times, and we all know what happened. Put me on antibiotics, never did a lab. The next time, looked, nothing. And then the third time, when I brought pictures in of what was growing in my mouth, I was just told I was crazy, and he walked out, and he never even did the appointment. So I took I took action. I took a couple pinches in a bottle of water. I did that for 2 weeks until I could see a doctor. I mentioned it to him, and you'll notice in the 12/19/2012 record, borax, and I can guarantee you there's a big write-up by the on the psychiatric side. In other words, the dual parallel narrative that's not disclosed, was never disclosed to me. I had to find it out, okay, by engaging these people and doing research and the whole thing. So I guarantee you I have some type of a diagnosis of someone that hurts himself. Okay? Do you see how this goes with this system? Really. I can go straight down the line. And that's why I'm not going along with this shit. And I'm going to try as hard as I can to confront the people responsible for this. Okay? Seriously. And you know where that is? Connecticut. Right. You people did. You were over the top. Over the top. It is amazing to me how you actually do business. Anyway, that's enough of this little story, okay? Basically, I was not putting myself at risk. I wasn't eating it by the teaspoon. I wasn't stirring 5 teaspoons into a glass and drinking it. No. And a lot of your people in the hills, folk medicine, they take it to get rid of parasites. How's that one? Yes, parasites. That's right. Because they're not going to get harmed in small amounts, and they just do a little bit every day. It just keeps and I'm not going to talk about what kind of parasites they're talking about in this video. Take care.